Hi everybody, this is Jennifer McCreath, recording this on Tuesday night, March 2nd, 2021. This has been a very bizarre election. We don't have an actual polling day. However, it is estimated that if you haven't already voted, but you have applied for a special ballot, you're probably going to get it in the mail this week, which means you're probably going to be voting this week. If you followed the news, you'll know that at the beginning of this election, the Liberals were riding high, thinking they were just going to form a majority government. And then COVID, second wave hits. All of a sudden, everyone's dumping on the Liberals for calling election at a bad time. Try not to read too much into pollsters, but the first poll, of course, the Liberals were way up there. The Conservatives were 25%, and the NDP, I think, were below 10. Terrible. Then we had all those debates, the one on TV and the ones on the internet, where we talked about all the issues. At least the leaders did, and Allison did such a great job that the next poll, they had the Liberals going down 9 points in 2 weeks. And they had the NDP going up 9 points in 2 weeks. And the Conservatives were stuck at 25. Fast forward through the last couple weeks we've just gone through with elections, NL, canceling in-person voting, extending mail-in ballots, etc., etc., etc. The Liberals are bashing, or the Conservatives are bashing the Liberals. The NDP, we've kind of had a softer message, and maybe that's a bit of a mistake, because it seems Chess is gaining some grounds, and he's resorted to a lot of American-style attack politics. Polls right now, again, I don't like to talk about polls. My party doesn't even want me talking about polls, but I'm going to talk about polls because this is important. One of the experts is now saying it's looking like we're going to see a 17-17-6 split. We could have a virtual tie between the Liberals and the Conservatives. And the remaining 6 will be made up of NDP and a couple of independents. Well, I don't think the Liberals and the Conservatives are going to get along. So there's going to be somebody looking for coalitions. Independent candidates, some have histories with parties, some don't. I'm going to cautiously put out a prediction that if the NDP wins 4, 5, 6 seats, whatever it is, we're not going to form a coalition. We may informally agree to support a government, a minority government, as long as they're doing a good job. But if they don't, we won't hesitate to say, Now, for you folks living in Labrador, St. John's surrounding areas, you have an opportunity to send a few more NDPers to the House. A lot of people are telling me I can't support the Liberals after all we've gone through. So they're going to plug their nose and vote Conservative. 6 years ago it was the opposite. Plugging their nose to vote Paul Davis out because they didn't like the legacy of Danny Williams and Kathy Nutterdale. Please don't do that. We have a legitimate shot here to send 10, maybe more, NDPers into that House. The other two parties, they lean very far right on their policies. We lean center-left. And sure, if you go searching, there'll be trolls out there who are saying the NDP are not left enough for the left, but we're lefter than the other two parties. We look out for people who the other parties aren't looking out for. Don't throw your vote away. Don't protest vote. send at least 10 NDP members into that House. Give us the balance of power. Probably won't be 17 to 17. It's going to be 18 to 16 or something along the line. Somebody's going to get a minority government out of this. It's probably not going to be us, I'll be honest. I'd love it if it was. Give us that power to hold whoever it is in line. Because what we're going to do is be the adults in the room. That's what I was told from day one when I rejoined the NDP and agreed to be a candidate. We're going to try to be the adults in the room. I know I tend to go off on tangents and rant and rave and put out tweets and videos that sometimes have profanity, sometimes have harsh. I'm not used to having a filter. I'm trying to use the filter. Actually, there's one right here. I could put on my NDP mask just because. Bear with me, folks. Yeah, there you go. The NDP filter is on. I like the party. I like what they're doing. I think there's a lot of potential here. And we're going through some very tough times, some very important times. So come on, folks. Don't just vote against someone. Vote for something. Stand up for something you believe in. The NDP has a legitimate chance to win several seats in St. John's, in Mount Pearl, up in Labrador, Topsail, Paradise, CBS, that whole area. I hate to call it Metro St. John's, but there's a lot of NDP support there. I know the party needs to grow beyond the Avalon. We're working on it, I promise. Meanwhile, check out your candidates. We've got some great candidates. Not old cranky people like me, but we've got young, intelligent, bright. The future of our province. Go to our website and look up Timothy Way from Bonavista. Look up Jamie Ruby from out west there. My goodness, I can't even remember all the west ridings. And Labrador. Amy Norman, I know you don't like me, but I like you. I think you're an amazing woman. I think you're an amazing candidate. And I honestly think Labrador is going to vote for you, because you deserve it. You've proven, you've won, you've dominated your campaign. Patricia Johnson-Castle, another one up there in Labrador. Jordan Brown, sitting MHA, did an amazing job for 2 years. NDP's taken 3 seats in Labrador alone. I can't bet because I don't have a lot of money right now, but if I could, I would put money on those 3. And not just to win money, but because the future of Labrador is huge. These are the people you need there at the table, coming into the House. They'll fight the Liberals, they'll fight the Conservatives. Heck, we'll even have heated arguments within the NDP party, if necessary, to do what's best for Labrador. But absolutely, St. John's. Alison Coughlin's great. She's an economist, bright lady, positive-minded, great ideas. She's not a doctor and a lawyer, and that's good news. Jim Din's worked his butt off for his constituents. They all love him. They say this is the best MHA we've had in years. He's solved all my problems for me. He writes back every time I have a complaint. Let me take the mask off for a second now. Of course I'm going to tell you to vote for me. I can slander my opponents a little bit. Well, not really slander. I don't want to do anything illegal, but I can point out what is known as fact. Jim Lester did apparently publicly say he would go with whichever party would give more money to the farms. He called the Liberals, he called the Conservatives. Is he really looking out for everyone? Lucy Stoyles, constituency staffer for Paul Lane at a time, also sits on city council for Mount Pearl. I was told that she just recently left Paul Lane, left him high and dry, and went over to the Liberals. So here's someone who was with I don't know if she was with the Liberals, then went to Paul Lane. Did she quit with Paul Lane? I don't know. I don't trust Lucy Stoyles. And there's another video I've put out there about the controversial regulations for the election signs being posted. I'll even mention, the other parties won't even mention the NL Alliance. Hi. I see you guys. I see a few candidates. I like the idea of what you guys are doing. Unfortunately, I see, what do we got, 5 candidates that seem to be fairly right-wing minded. One that's kind of left-center. It's kind of a crapshoot. I don't think we really know what we're going to get. Nothing against William Neville. I see you got more votes than the NDP candidate did 2 years ago. So, I recognize you're out there. But you can't form government if you're only running 6 candidates. We're looking to win 10 seats, maybe more. So come on, folks. Jennifer McCreath is the pick for Mount Pearl North. I'll hold everyone accountable. Heck, I'll hold my own party accountable. Paul Lane is a hero of mine. I've watched what he's done over the years. You don't take crap from nobody. Right now, the NDP's working well. I know we've had trouble in the past. Give us a chance. And if things start to fall apart, I'll put it out to you people. Should I stay or should I go? I will defend my job every year. I'm not just going to sit there and collect a paycheck for 4 years. We'll find a way to referendum. Am I doing a good job or not? If not, I'll resign. And you can put someone else back in there. What do you say? This is so important. Green Report. Millions of dollars being funneled to the U.S. private health businesses. We're not getting our vaccines. We're having second waves and concerns of third waves. Questions around government hiding important information. This has to stop. We cannot give Fury a mandate. And my goodness, don't give Jess Crosby one either, folks. Hope I've convinced you, folks. If not, go to our website, nl.ndp.ca. Read our platform. Find your candidate's bio. Read it. Email them. They will all write you back. There's some great group. There's a great bunch of people here that care about our province. They've put their lives on hold for this election, many of which have taken leave of absences from work. Unbelievable sacrifices being made. The hard work. Give us a shot, folks. Give us a shot. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you all get your ballots. And please vote. Even if you don't vote for us, please vote. All right, enough of the rant. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night. Or day, whichever time you're watching this. It's night for me. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to sign off.